Save yourself bundles of energy by doing this. And by this, I mean taking the mask off. Not the mask where we have to hold the mask to our nose and our mouths for the duration of any visits to restaurants and pubs. I'm talking about the metaphorical mask that a lot of people wear when it comes to being someone else. When it comes to not being yourself. Because putting this mask on every day and masking who you really are in terms of how you are with the closest people in your life, in terms of your bubble, if there's a massive difference between that person and the person that you are when you've got your mask on, in terms of the mask that you put on to become someone else, if there's a difference in these two people, it can get tiring. It can get so tiring keeping up the appearance, keeping up the mask, keeping up the performance of having to be one kind of person when you've got the mask on and the kind of person you really are when you take the mask off. Because I don't think that there is value in doing that. I don't think there's value. I don't think it's healthy to feel like you have to do that in terms of not being your 100% self, because it takes so much energy to do that. It takes so much energy to keep a mask on. Like, I know, is it the kind of mask you're putting on where to everyone else it looks like everything is gravy? You're really busy, you've got it all going on, you're handling everything, but then the second you get home you take the mask off and it's like you're overwhelmed, you're knackered, you've got no energy, and you generally feel crap and not very confident. Like, is there a mask that you're wearing in your life somewhere? Is there a part of your life where you're having to wear the mask and you'd like to change that? Because if you're honestly looking to improve how fit, healthy and happy you are, it's about taking that mask off and being your 100% authentic self. Like, authentic is just a word, really. It's like authentic just describes how true you're being in terms of just being your 100% self. Like, the 100% version of me, of Mike, is this weird person that enjoys... Talking about myself in third person is weird, but the Mike, 100% Mike, is the weird person who enjoys training in the rain, who sees through the BS that people give in terms of excuses. The 100% Mike is the version of me that my girlfriend gets, that my clients get, that my family gets, and there's no difference. And therefore it's effortless. It's not hard. It's not energy zapping. It's not like I have to remember to put this mask on when I'm with my clients and then remember to take it off when I come back home to my girlfriend or see my family. It's the same Mike, because in the past I've been guilty of wearing a mask in some sort in terms of my previous career, right? Being someone else who I didn't really feel 100% comfortable being, and then taking it off and being myself when I wasn't in that environment. So where in your life are you wearing a mask? Are you happy to be wearing this mask? And what are you going to do about it if you're not happy? You can either choose to take it off, and as we get older, there are going to be people that we get on with, and it's going to be a beautiful relationship, and there are going to be people that don't like you. And as I've got older, it's gotten easier for me to understand that it's not about putting on this mask to please other people. It's about being your genuine self, 100% self. And if the people that you meet enjoy that, like that, see value in it, enjoy being around you, then great. But if they don't, it's their loss. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be in terms of you spending more time together. I would much rather look back in another 40 years' time and think, yes, I wasn't wearing a mask for those last 40 years. I wasn't pretending to be someone else. I took that mask off, and the only mask I had to wear back in 2020 was that thing that hooked over my ears, covered my mouth, and stopped anyone else from actually understanding what I was talking about. So where in your life are you wearing a mask? And in a year, in 6 years, in 10 years' time, will you look back and be happy that you had that mask on? Or would you have rather have taken it off and just been yourself and just be free with it? Just be yourself. And if other people don't like it, that is their problem. It's not yours. You have to surround yourself with people that get on with each other, as opposed to people that are going to be forever wearing masks and pretending to be people that they're not. Because it's knackering. It is tiring keeping up a facade if you are putting a mask on every day. And just think where you could spend that energy elsewhere. Imagine how much weight would be lifted off the shoulders if you didn't have to wear that mask every day. So think about that. Where in your life are you wearing a mask? Where are you not being your 100% self? Because once you take it off, it's like taking the shackles off, and you can run free. You can run with it. There's so much freedom, and you just feel like you could run in the rain. And it's okay to run in the rain, because you're not going to melt. The water's going to get you wet, but you can towel off. See you in the next video.